core brew for beer is still malt, hops, yeast, and water.
Only 4 things. There is actually a Bavarian beer purity law that's been around for 500 years now. Christian Moerlein is celebrating the anniversary of that law with a few events this weekend. Here to tell us more about it is the owner of Christian Moerlein, Greg Hardman. Greg, thank you so much for coming in.
Good morning.
Good seeing you.
Good morning.
So a 500-year-old law that you said is the first consumer protection law? Is that what?
Yes, the Reinheitsgebot is celebrating its 500th anniversary this Saturday at the Christian Moerlein Brewing Company, and it was the first Consumer Protection Act where they wanted to make sure that beer was always pure. And the Bavarians created the purity law, and it said that we could only put in malt, hops, yeast, and water. And here at Christian Moerlein, we brewed a commemorative beer called Purity Pills to commemorate it. And a lot of people may remember when Christian Moerlein came back as one of the pioneer craft beers of today's craft beer movement. They actually were able to get Reinheitsgebot Pure for Christian Moerlein, and they were the first American beer to actually receive the German purity laws Reinheitsgebot.
Oh, cool.
Well, yeah,
okay.
Germans take the beer very seriously there. One thing I've always wondered about that when I've read about this is there must be ways where you can differentiate your product just using those 4 ingredients, though, right?
Well, obviously, when you can only use 4 ingredients, but there are tons of hop varietals, there's tons of malt varietals. Roasted malt gives you a darker beer. The hops are the actual spice of the beer, and you can create some really, really unique flavors out of beer.
Sure.
And so that's how you have all these different flavors. You actually have a couple of other new things that you brought in. You have an IPA in cans now.
This is our third wave IPA to commemorate the third wave of Moerlein, because Moerlein started in 1853 with Mr. Christian Moerlein, the beer baron. Then it came with the Utopol Brewing Company, and then the third wave is the current team of Moerlein, and our great staff of brewers and packaging experts and everything. And we have the third wave IPA. We have Moerlein OTR in the cans. These are both 15 packs that are available on the shelf right now, as well as the Plum Street Wheat.
All right, you look at the different varietals of beer. It's really different than when I grew up. But this is what the market is now, right?
Well, the market has evolved with a lot of independent craft breweries across the nation, and basically we all decided that we were going to brew better beer, and we were going to have more flavorful beer and beers that people would interest people, and that's what we're doing at Christian Moerlein.
Well, so you're having a big party on Saturday at the brewery and over the Rhine. Anybody can come, I guess. I guess for kids, they have to be with the grown-up, right?
That is correct. It is a free party, open to the public. We are giving out free brats and mets, courtesy of Christian Moerlein Brewing Company, but we're offering the Queen City Sausage brand.
Nice.
As well as we also have brewery tours that start at 1 o'clock that go to 7. It's on the hour.
Okay. Now, does that cost anything, the
no,
tour?
that is absolutely free.
Great.
We just did a $5 million expansion. That's fantastic. We have music all day, so we have free brewery tours. We have a keg tapping at noon
with the pills, right?
With the pills to commemorate the Reinheitsgebot. So we're really excited about that as well. So we want everybody to stop on by. It's at 1621 Moore Street in over the Rhine.
All right, you don't have to pay anything, but you have to be able to pronounce the purity law. Say it again.
This is called the Reinheitsgebot, the German purity law of 1516, and Saturday marks the 500th tradition, and this is our new purity pills.
All right, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Prost.
You must be incredibly proud to have kind of led this renaissance here in Cincinnati.
It's exciting times for Christian Moerlein, and we're happy to be on the forefront of bringing back great craft beer to Cincinnati.
Something that's very important, it just hit me, about that's important to Cincinnatians, Little Kings?
Well, actually...
I saw that the other day.
Which is interesting. Christian Moerlein is the first American craft brewery to rescue a city's heritage beer brands.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't realize it, but we actually brew Little King's Cream Ale in Cincinnati now. And if you come on down to the brewery on Saturday, we'll show you how we package it and brew it, as well as we're also Hootapole. A lot of people don't realize that either.
Thank you, Greg. So Saturday, get down there and celebrate Moerlein.
Prost.
And we'll be right back. Still ahead, Panda.